Good morning, fellow creative, or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are watching this short video from. This morning I want to teach us how to make crinoline brooch. Crinoline brooch. It's a simple method. However, before I go to what I have to teach us, I have two already made before me. The black one you are seeing in my hand is a crinoline hairband. What makes it different from this blue is that attached to it is a comb. So you can just put it on your hair and it will look very beautiful on your hair. This other one was also the method for making this black was also the method used for this. The only difference is that this one is dual purpose. You can use it for your hair. You can also use it as a brooch because of this brooch pin that is attached to it. So this one is 2-in-1. That why this one is only for the hair because of the comb. This one is for both the hair and your as a brooch to add beauty to your cloth. Let's go into what we have for our training this morning. Now to go in the short training or business of the day, I have the materials needed for this training before me. I have my measuring tape, I have my scissors, I have my crinoline. It's a 3 inches size crinoline. I have my matching color of thread and needle which I've passed already. I have the brooch pin, and I have a rose or a sequence cut out that I will use to cover a part of the design. I've already cut out my crinoline. For these ones which I showed you earlier, you can see that they are very full. The measurement of the crinoline I used was 3 yards for each. 3 yards. This one is a bit fuller because it's a pleated crinoline, while this one is a design plain crinoline. It's not pleated but designed and plain, while this one is plain and pleated. This is just plain, not designed, not pleated, and because of this training I'm going to use only 1 yard. I have it cut out already. The next thing I will do is to secure the 2 edges of the crinoline, and this is how you secure. You gather the edge together, you cut out your thread and needle, and you secure it. I've secured one end of the crinoline, and this is what I mean when I said we should secure it. So I'm going to show us how I did this on this other one. What you need, like I said, is your thread, a matching color of thread and needle. Just fold into about 3 or 4, then you gather the edge together and just tie it around it very tight, because if not it will frail. Crinoline frails a lot, so tie it around it and just secure it. Unless I forget, part of the materials needed is our candle gun, which is plugged already. It's part of the materials needed for this design. So what you just do is to tie the needle 2 or 3 times, and you cut off the excess thread. Now that we've secured the 2 edges of the crinoline with my needle and thread ready and tied at the knot, the next thing to do is to pass the needle and thread from one edge of the crinoline. Make sure it is well done. From one edge of the crinoline, just be careful so that your thread will not give you any challenge, and use it also to secure it again. Whether you've secured it very well initially or not, still just pass it around. Then you begin to pass your needle and thread in the middle of the crinoline, doing a running stitch of about maybe 1 inch interval. You know, as we normally do a running stick, that's what you are going to do. You just begin to pass your needle and thread in and out, in and out. You can. I did not measure the needle, the middle of the crinoline, because I'm used to it. But peradventure you will not be able to know. You can take your tape rule and your tailor's chalk and measure the middle, so that you know where to pass your needle and thread. Measure the crinoline, sorry, so that you know where to pass your needle and thread through. And that's what you are going to do from this other end where we started from to the other end of the crinoline. Having gotten to the end, what you see me do here is just to pull the thread. What I did to get to this point was I pulled the thread, having gotten to the end of the other side of crinoline. I pulled the thread together, and once that is done, then you secure it, still passing it through the middle. You secure it very well so that it will be tight. Remember, we are trying to form a brooch using crinoline. So what you do is just to tie it very well, and make sure you do that very well. What I'm still doing is to secure it very well, and once that is done, you cut off the excess thread and still tie it again. We're almost done with this training. It's just a short training. This you can do and use to embellish your dress or that of your children. Once that is done, this other end is where I'll be attaching this. But looking at this, it looks a bit small. Maybe I'll try and get something bigger to attach here so that it will cover this place very well. Then at this other end, you will cut out a wording just like this, a small size, and use it to cover that place, which I'm going to do now. And this is where the use of your candle gum is going to be needed. Just attach some gum here, and use it to cover this end, because that's where we are going to attach the pin. Having done this, you get a cutout of either a matching color of cloth with the same crinoline or black, and use it to cut out this, to cover this felt or this wording. After that, you now open up your pin, then attach it the way I'm seeing. I'm sure you can see. This is how you attach it, because when you are going to place it, this is where you will use to pin to your dress and cover it. This is how you attach your pin. So I'm going to get a cloth now, a piece, just a small cutout of maybe some inches more than this felt so that the felt or the wording will not be showing. Then also attach this. Let me do that and get back to us. I've covered it with the black cutout. The next thing is to attach my pin, and what you do is to just apply your gum just a bit. Place your pin like this and allow it to gum. Place your pin like this and allow it to gum. As you can see. Then the next thing is to cover this end. I'll look for a bigger embellishment to cover it, because the way I'm looking at this one looks small, even though it looks okay. Maybe I should just still go ahead and use it. Let me use it like that. It still looks okay, because I love the and that is it. This is the end product of our crinoline brooch. You can attach it to your dress. If you want it fuller like this other one, then you increase the yard of your crinoline. Like I said earlier, for this ones I use 3 yards, the same thing 3 yards. So if you want it more, you use a bigger and more yards of crinoline. And if you think it's wider, though I use it 3 inches, you can go for 2 inches or 1 inch size of crinoline. Thank you for staying till this time. See you in my next video. Bye bye.